Hello. Let's see, let's prepare some things before we start. Let's see, is this working? It is working. Let's go. So, let's click this. I'll be sharing the stream. Boop. Boop. There we go. Here we go. Aha. Anyway, let us get started. Up. Straight to MSQ, let's go. We just met the Pelu, and we'll talk with the rest of the NPCs. We'll see what we do here. I swear I let her out of my sight for one moment. I don't remember if I actually talked to them. Like, Urqopacha is lucky to have Bill. Everyone's loyalty. I do remember having read this. It seems the Pelu are also partial to coffee. Very South American. All these houses and buildings made to Pelu size, and mine too, come to think of it. I did read that. Urqopacha is ready to search for the Dawn Servant's Elector. Harder to see than I expected, perhaps. Not my finest moment, I'll admit, but now that we're here, let's do what we came to do, find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Kryle, Alice and I will speak with the merchants. Urqopacha, you and Bill might try approaching travelers and passerbys. For some reason I think the racist two-head wouldn't have an easy time with this. I wonder if he'll find like an alternative way to solve all of this. Anyway, Ryle, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay to the third promise. Okay. My chocobo is kind of in the way. Let's just... was it this? Yep. Right. Let's see here. What have we? Aha, distillery worker. Hello, sir. The Dawn Servant's Elector? Ah, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession, I take it. Me? I don't much care who sits on the throne so long... who sits on the throne so long as they keep Tural peaceful. Yes, there are tacos. Hello, how are you? There are tacos, but you know, it's more of a North American thing. I won't deny that. At least I think, actually. I don't know how the north of South America would. Maybe there are more of those there. I don't care who sits on the throne so long as they keep Tural peaceful. I'm liking it quite a bit. It's pretty cool. I'm actually pretty surprised on how they've been directing some cutscenes. I don't know if it's a thing of mostly of the start of the game, like, or usually I think the first cutscenes of the expansion are a bit different to the rest because I don't know, they're fancier in some ways, but they've been doing some fancy camera angles and stuff. There are also sound effects, like when Urqopacha actually hits her own fist, there are extra sound effects that, I don't know, took me by surprise, to say the least. I noticed a lot of little effects like that they are using. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sleep our excellent mezcal once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. Nah. Trying to sell me stuff. Alright, yes, you were asking about the elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading route, I've heard that there is a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Dobly, could probably tell you more about it. Okay. Arepas. Are they? I only saw the name of the role quests, which, you know, seems to be themed around animals and stuff. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe hunts and stuff like that. The close-ups. the unmodded. Yeah, you do use your mods. I'm actually noticing my character. I think the eyes are slightly different, you know. So it's been a bit weird, very ever so slightly. Electors? Oh yes, I've heard all about the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zoralja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers. In the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. The war economy. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No. I gotta be firm, as they established when we came in. Very well. You said you wanted to know about the Elector. I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're no supporter of Zoralja or his policies. I am not. Thanks for nothing, dude. Zoralja is pretty interesting to me. He has been a silent type. I was not expecting that. But you know, I wasn't sure. I wasn't expecting that to have like two evil quote-unquote candidates. But I did know. Well, the racist guy was obviously racist, so he was probably not a good guy. But the Zoralja, in the launch trailer, he said something along the lines of, "This city is a fortress and our people are its bricks," which was a very ominous line to me, because you know a fortress usually stops attacks with its bricks, you know. So I don't know. Oh, look at that! Disastra is there. Anyway, it's been a while since I've seen Disastra in Kev's stream. The one-headed kind of base. Well, so far he has said basically nothing. I think the only line he had for me was calling his sidekick that does the talking. Hello there, I'm Mablu. Did you have a question for me? Mablu. Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prized alpacas before you leave, though. No thanks. Oh. But be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you. And that stuff stinks. I've been around alpacas and stuff. Luckily, I haven't been spit on. I had luck. Well, llamas more than alpacas, you know. I'm very close to unlocking the first dungeon, some a few hours ahead of you. Ah, yeah, this is my first area. So I haven't been in Kosamauka quite yet. It happened to a visiting buyer not so long ago. Tobly, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobly noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. By the way, I haven't had good weather here yet. And it's night right now. So I do wonder how it looks at a clear day. Well, what is this? Oh, it's the barding. They unlocked it already? I thought... How the hell do you unlock that? That's new, isn't it? Kinda running without looking. There we go. How the hell do you get that? I guess I'll see. Very well. Boop, boop. Let's go, Urqopacha. Got race everywhere on a good day. Okay. The cutscenes did have a lot of them, I noticed. You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets, and then there was this enchanting ornament. I once broke a whole bottle of mezcal in a stranger's house, basically. So yeah, I wanted to die when I did that. That was not a good experience, but it was fine actually, so they didn't much care for it. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobli is the man to talk to about the contest. Now, if only they share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher. Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I say we pay it a visit before the others return. Sounds good. Very cool. No frog head for now, because I want to see my character's face on the cutscenes. Sadly, I'm not that committed to the bit. Very sad. Wait, Mablu, do you have something new to say? Back already? Oh, that's it. The silly music. What's gonna happen? Oh, right. That is a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. They did do a good job of establishing Urqopacha as an underdog in all of this. Excuse me, is one of these workers Tobli? Tobli? Oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobli often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could, am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. Heh, so it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is suffer Tobli a deal he can't ignore. No, offer. I said suffer for some reason. Offer Tobli a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Tobli. My purse is not deep enough. Yeah, you'll have to look somewhere else. I'm sorry. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. I'm always broke. Great. We can meet back here to share our impressions. For some reason my display of Gil is broken. I don't know why, but you know. No new hunt currency that I can see at least quite yet. I haven't unlocked it. I did see the optional mission to do so. Well. Well, obviously I'm not Tobli. I mean, whoops, I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Tobli is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. Okay. Boastful ranch hand. You think I might be Tobli? Ha ha ha! Well, maybe I am. That laugh I did. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. Okay. One of us always tells the truth, or the other always lies. I'll sniff out the head ledger in a heartbeat. Okay. Am I Tobly? Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promise and her entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the rite of succession then? Diligent ranch hand. Ah, a visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. That's a good name for a notion, the salt. Be warned, if the alpacas will spit the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. Is this like an actual thing? Can they actually spit at me? Okay. That would be cool. They have the Ishgardian kids throwing snowballs at you. They should be able to have an alpaca spit at you. They don't seem to be spitting though, so we're safe. Whoa, what is this? New symbol. Bonus applied. Okay. I don't know what that bonus might be, but I see we're both done with our interrogations. So, who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. Oh, I was not expecting to have to do the guess just now. I completely forgot what the first dude said. It might be the diligent one. That is the most suspicious one in my eyes. Although the nonchalant one was, I'm remembering what he said, that he reared more than anyone. Oh, no, that must be the boastful one. The nonchalant one was the lying one. That one was definitely lying. I think the diligent might be. Let's see. Ah, the worker so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off your Mr. Ranch hand, so to speak. We'll see, I guess. I mean, the diligent one is kind of obvious, but you know. I don't think the other two might be. Maybe the boastful one, but I don't know. We know it's you, Tobly, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation on your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobly. Let's go! Head ledger of Huachunpelo, and head rancher of the family ranch. I am also one of Glul Jaja's chosen electors. Aha! In a place featured in the Tuliolal saga, just as we thought. Also, that whole system of where we saw the rocks, the new first-person point-and-click adventure camera was pretty cool. I really liked it. I was right to trust in your instincts, and I wager this won't be the last time. She found you out fair and square, Tobly, and I'm glad she did. I would have been a pity had her bid ended here. Oh. Oh. Let's go. Voice acting?
年王の選者が誰なのか見抜くこと自体が試練の一環だったというわけです。簡単すぎたでしょうけどね。王となる者には、
What an accent!
おお、まあな。
I was not expecting that. Oh. Mr. Zuralja.
兄さん。
この牧場に族長の頭部になるものが
I really like his voice, by the way, in Japanese. I think I recognize the voice actor from somewhere.
当ててごらんよ。これは試練なんだからさ。
Couldn't pinpoint it though. Wow.
お前が頭部だな。
問いかけるまでもなく当ててみせるとは。いやいや、お見事です。お二人を試すような真似、失礼しました。早速始めましょう。試練の説明を。年王からは伺っております。どんな試練を出すも私の自由と。いろいろ考えましたが、これにしますよ。
Also very stereotypically
捕まえてきてください
merchant-like.
アルパカを。
Amazing. The hardest challenge for
私は
Urqopacha.
少しばかり苦手だけどさ、アルパカって人懐っこい動物なんだろ？だったら難しい試練じゃなさそうだな。
それでは連れてきてください、あの子。
The example. What is this song too?
このアルパカは特別な個体でしてね。少し近づいてみてくれますか、
Oh my
ウ
God.
クラマタ王女。
This is not going to end well.
私がか？まあ何もしなきゃ何もしてこねえよな。エレンビルもそう言ってたし。気持ちは
Freaking died.
アルパカは臆病なのに好奇心旺盛という相反する性質を持っています。そして怖がっている時に無理に近づこうとすると唾を吐きかけてくるのです。威嚇のために。とっても臭いですよ。アルパカの唾は混じっていますからね。未消化の食べ物が。唾は外敵を追い払うための彼らの武器なのです。
特にその子みたいな谷に生息する野生種は臆病で攻撃的なんだ。その分強いけどね、足腰も。
頑強な体の野生種と温厚な心の家畜種、その2つを掛け合わせることで生み出してるんです。行商人が求める重い荷を運べて扱いやすいアルパカ
Every
を。
time he does it, I laugh.
なるほど、よくわかったぜ。今の説明で別に唾を浴びせる必要はなかった気がするが。
野生のアルパカの捕獲、それが試練か。
I really
お察しの
recognize
通
this
りです
voice.
しかしアルパカの捕獲は見た目ほど簡単ではありません。万全の準備をするといいでしょう。お仲間と共にね。そうそう、一つ言っておきますが、野生種が生息する谷に立ち入っていいのは継承候補者だけ。
Ah, I was
アル
wondering
パカが見
about
てくれ
that.
るわけですよ。時代の王として史跡を得るのにふさわしい顔ね。
唾吐きアルパカを捕まえる？王を選ぶ試練がそんなのでいいのか？
連王から好きに決めていいと言われてるのでね。それに継承の儀を最後まで進めばわかるかもしれないですよ、この試練の隠された目的が。
This whole adventure thus far has a very like classic fable
行くぞ。
theme
す
to
ぐに
it.
終わらせる。
I don't know.
ちょっと言ったでしょ、野生のアルパカは簡単に捕まれないと。するべきです、しかるべき準備を。
所詮は獣。力でねじ伏せるのみだ。
これまでなんとなく苦手だったアルパカだけどさ、今日ではっきりと嫌いになったぞ。へっ、アルパカがなんだ。唾さえかけられなければあんな動物。
ウクラマトの壮絶な悲鳴が聞こえてきたが、
この私が悲鳴なんかあげるかよ。ただちょっと驚いて声が出ただけだ。
それを悲鳴って言うんだろう。
連王の戦者は見つかったの？
実はな。
Kind of looking away because I'm trying to look up who the hell is the Zoralja voice actor. Oh, maybe here. What? I really want to see. Nope, nothing here. For some reason, Google Images, Google's first result is Yoshimasa Hosoya, which was, let's see if I recognize any names. Not recognizing anything. Oh. Tokoyami in My Hero Academia? I don't know. That's weird. Anyway. I got very sidetracked. Let's see. Well, how are we going to do this? I did say remaining calm was key, but the same rules don't apply to wild alpacas. So this is our sought after elector. Eh? Shantoto. There's a wind-up Shantoto. I never saw this. Is this new? Suralja puts me in mind of Garlemald's own exalted son. Of the two, though, Xenos was undeniably more arrogant. Judging by the volume of Urqopacha's scream, alpaca expectoration must have a nasty odor indeed. I'm content to remain ignorant of the smell. Okay. I've done my duty as assigned by the claimants their feet. The rest is up to them. Mablu. I was impressed with how easily Zoralja found Tobli, but also sort of frightened. Now, why do you have pink robes, unlike literally everyone else? Anyway. Urqopacha. I had to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. But would you mind taking a sniff for me, just to make sure? The stench had ruined my sense of smell. Hey, I saw that look. Careful what you ask for. That's kind of weird, Urqopacha. So, can you smell it? Smell it? Be honest. Who else? This is the same thing, right? Yes. Erendil wishes to discuss the feet of gold. The feet of gold. Oh. As Urqopacha helped demonstrate, the Baldi alpaca are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle the wild one? With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you'll have need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel in the thousands column. Oh. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting to gil, that comes to around 1 million or so. Mayhap if we all pitch in. No, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money somehow. Looking at the tattoos here in the legs. Interesting. In that case... That basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. If you begin with the wool, you can trade for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with the saddle. That's a nice gesture, but you think I can turn 100 pel into 1 million? That's 10,000 times more. We need 10,000 pel, not 1 million, so we're looking at 100 times. Oh, right. Alright, I panicked and I got it confused with Alphinus Million Gil. That's true. I'm not so sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak. You didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. Then let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again, Mablu. I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler's profession. It's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants toward the first step of the feat, like you asked. As long as Urqopacha goes alone to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whoever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, third promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a big 4 bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly, although Rael, I think you should go with Urqopacha. You've seen markets and bazaars the world over. I'm sure, and surely have sagely advice to share. Okay. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I do such a thing, but I'll leave the wool with Rael anyway. The better to keep my hands free. Thanks for your invisible wool. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Habli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea on how much he'll accept for his wares. Interesting. Very business strategies. Very cool, very interesting. Oh, anything to say, Aaron Beetle? Tending to the alpacas, are we? I had some experience with that when I was younger. And you didn't as a gleaner? I have every confidence you'll come back with the saddle. I worry if I just Urqopacha, but it sounds like Mablu knows a thing or two about trading. Turning 100 pel worth of wool into 10,000 pel saddle is exactly the kind of suggestion I'd expect from a head merchant clan. It's pretty cool. Well, a GG member. Let's go. Why isn't this... Oh. There we go. Anything to say, Mablu? This is the artisan who makes our taming saddles. Is it really possible to make 100 times what that wool is worth just to trading? Okay, first time in the dungeon, won't even need luck. Wall-to-wall pulls, here we go, yeah! Let's go! I'll join you soon, I guess. I'll be healing. Something I can do for you. Soon, I still have to do Kozamauka, assuming the structure of missions is the same as every other expansion. So it'll take a while, but you know. I'll also probably stop and hang out with Kev before that. So we come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle, is it? And how will you be paying for it? How will we be paying for it? With this basket of fine alpaca wool. Hey! Wow. He does not look impressed. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. Okay. And what might that be? Mezcal. I like to nurse a cup at day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you've got yourself a deal. Damn. That sounds like we got it for cheap. This bodes well for us, third promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in the thousands column. Okay. Hold on. Did you say third promise? Then my offer has changed. Damn. You ruined it. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal. Aged 3 years at least. Wow, what a shit-eating grin. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who'll see my business prosper. Soralja will go to war, and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. Is this the same guy we spoke to before that said the same thing? It's nothing personal, third promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Okay. I don't think it's the same guy, but similar motivations. Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelu pray for your victory, Urqopacha. The younger ones, though, to them strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still, others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future that Second Promise envisions. They've become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. I would expect more supporters for him, especially for a merchant's clan. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the First Promise plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. But the war economy must move. Metal Gear actually is the what's the name? Eradicator? No, the whatever the big robot is it a Metal Gear? What about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was like when the Yokhui ruled our village, the giants. Also, how can you tell, Urqopacha? I guess she knows Pelus for forever, so she may be able to tell their age. That's why I offered to help. I want to become Dawn Servant to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well, then I guess I better make sure I win the contest. You better do. But the type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is very expensive. It's so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed. We just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Tuliolal on the line. Then neither will I. We will make you Dawn Servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pelt jack right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs the alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Let's take advantage of all people. Let's go. What? This guy. Of course, the Weaver. Bolnok was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision, and he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to that road where we first met him. Okay. I was going to say something, but I forgot. Damn it. I hate that feeling. I wanted to finish that cutscene. Mysterious Girl. That's a good name, especially without any titles and stuff. Okay. Oh, what did I want to say? Oh, I hate it. Maybe if I actually read the chat a bit. I remember. I was initially on board with people saying that maybe Urqopacha wouldn't win, but I feel like they're making her such an underdog that I think that now she has to win in a very contradictory statement, I guess. Is this where you met the Weaver? This is the spot. After Volnuk talked to us, he walked off to the south. Then he was probably going to Ikublos Inn. Most visitors to Huachunpelo end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? I really like the flutes in this song. I have said it before, but I really like the ether fronts. I'm bringing the music. Let's turn it off for now. I said it before, but the ether fronts music with the pan flutes really like made my South American nostalgia play, you know. Where is it? Play music with mountains. That's the one. So we can chill with the area music for some time. Turali Ratel. This mount makes no sound, and it's letting the music play out. Very chill. And I'm ruining it. Mablu. I hope he's willing to offer us something wonderful in exchange. Ah, we meet again, but wait, weren't you all on your way to Huachunpelo? Can I have that basket, Ryan? Evie. Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Volnok, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? After a promise, you wish to do business with me? Might I ask what's this all about? I mean, can you give us the money directly? Please? I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Hell yeah! I don't remember how the tribes here are called. So I don't know why it says that so randomly, but it's for some reason the name of the race isn't coming to my brain. What the hell? The Catman. Whatever. Apparently, I don't remember the name of the tribe here, nor the name of the race in general. So, whatever. Peace in Tural is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledge to preserve that peace to win the throne. Thus, do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Hell yeah. I want a poncho. Actually, we might get a poncho for poncho armor. That would be cool. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that would easily fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column. That's very generous, Volnok. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, third promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. The clothes they have might be gear we can have. I'm not the biggest fan of that style of clothes though. I don't know, I wouldn't call that a poncho though. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. This is how Crypto Bros think trading works. Only because Rael remembered our Weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading, one which you've instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now, let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, El, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Erenville would never hear the end of it. Oh, what did she say? I think Erenville would never let me hear the end of it. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. All set. Our next deal is waiting to be found. Whoa! Whoa! What is this? New fancy graphics. Success! You trade a 100 pearl basket of alpaca wool for a 500 pearl wool poncho. Okay. This makes it seem more important than it probably is. I can't read the... I didn't do that for the wool, but... Wool poncho. A sturdy poncho you received in trade for a basket of alpaca wool, worth 5 pearl in the 100 skull. I have a lot of hand marks here. Oh, I have a treasure map. What was this? Oh, anima. What the hell is this? Ulan's note. Miscellaneous note for Ulan's research. Oh, is this more of the anima? Oh, I never did this because I am too dumb for it, I guess. I should look it up how the hell to do that. Oh, didn't click Urqopacha. Well, whatever. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual... Why is this a tutorial on trading? Is this how you get people into the market board? An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock his shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They aren't wearing one? They have a fabulous sense of style. Both are pretty good, but I suppose people will have a poncho. I don't know. Someone without a poncho would definitely need it more than someone that just has a good collection, I guess. Well, Mablu is here to correct, I guess. That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for our supply. So where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Okay, we get the weaves. We give the kimono to the weaves. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of Mamolja hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or Sellswords. Mamolja who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movement. Oh, by the way, now that people are here, the first part where the boat, in the boat there's a Mamolja that is like, be bad. It's like, fuck it. I don't have to pretend anymore. That was the funniest shit. I can't believe their explanation for the Mamolja having like a simple vocabulary is that they're just pretending. We were just pretending to be dumb, you know? Those are probably Landsguard or Sellswords. Mamolja who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movement. Oh, I just read that. Whatever. So even if they have bare shoulders, Mamolja carrying arms can be struck off the list. Okay. This guy carries no arms. This concern Hobingo. Sweaty Droppo. He has an arm. He has one. This guy has a poncho, so this is the only option right now. Tell me, who among these gathered travelers do you think might be amenable to a proposal? So, professional fighters like those of the Landsguard would have little interest, though the same could be said of any Turali who prioritizes ease of movement for their work. Yeah, should be this guy. Let's see, no coat or cloak, but also no weapon? Oh, we might have a winner. I wonder if the other options were like straight failures or like maybe some bit of dialogue and stuff. I am scared because someone said that there was in this expansion an opportunity for redemption on the 3 fish in Endwalker. So I'm scared that this is like the 3 fish situation. So I'll go for the right answers. Ho there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here. I barely escaped with my skeletons intact. My coat was not so lucky. Damn. Imagine being attacked and having to drop all your clothes. I'm actually a toolmaker from Tuliyola and was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the Pelu I am a man who takes pride in his appearance, and therefore his work as well. But now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. Boop. What a splendid poncho. This would be perfect replacement for the coat I lost. I'm a lot. Would be willing to part with it if you'd like to make a trade for one of your fine tools, perhaps. What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. I mean, well, she can just for us, Mablu. The blade looks sharp, the haft well made. I'd value it at 1 pel in the thousands column. Nice. We're getting rich. Oh, from 500 to 1,000, we have a deal. Wonderful. A fine garment such as this should put me on even footing with any Pelu merchant. Like the eponymous owner of Miplu's Mate Garden, of course. Mate Garden? Wait. Are they... Are they... Do they have mate? I'm drinking mate right now! That's one way to get to my Argentinian heart, you know. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate. Yay! Let's go! Final Fantasy XIV mate. Real. A real possibility. Maybe a mate emote. If there is ever a mate emote, I will lose my mind. I'll tell you. And I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. No matter. I have other wares to sell. Glad I am to have met you. Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Miplu's Mate Garden we go. Let's go! Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. I hope the mate is, is the optimal raid food. These ones will be calm type, right? Fancy graphics. Okay. Haha. Obli? Where's the mate garden? I actually, while I drink a lot of mate and consume a lot of yerba mate, I don't think I've ever seen, definitely not in person, but a mate field. Here we go again, riding alpacas. But not even in pictures, I think. I don't know why. It just didn't happen. Well done recognizing that toolmaker as a potential customer. If you have a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. Trust me, I wouldn't, you know. I've been on the market board. I wouldn't. I mean, maybe actually. I just don't like to play the market board, you know. It's a full-time job, literally. So just new gloves. Let's get to... Oh, this isn't a safe area. What the? Oh. Well, I guess we won't equip it now, just to not break our glam. Anything to say, Mablu? We've been doing so well, even Tobli would have to agree. Urqopacha steels herself for the ride to find your next training partner. Before we get moving, you should be able to hold on to this. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. What? Oh, I was not expecting this kind of tale from Amiko. I thought it was a Hrothgar. There we go. I couldn't remember how to say a Hrothgar today, for some reason. If I'm going to catch a wild alpaca after this, I can't be shying away from the tame ones. Not that I'm scared of them, you understand? Right? Of their nasty, disgusting, foul-smelling spit. Sure. Well, sure. Never scared. Mojo Jojo. Ready to go? Let's mount up. Okay. Oh, everyone disappeared. And it's off to the mate fields. Please don't spit. Please don't spit. You'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. I like the animation. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for riding, no matter what you say. Without our alpaca friends, we Pelu would never have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across Tural? No, I like that enemy. Whoa! I swear that mountain is too tall to be real. Urqopacha, wasn't that the name? What a name. A foreboding sight, isn't it? One I've never appreciated up close. Forbidding. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there. To the highlands belonging to the Urqopacha. I wonder if that's the area we unlock later. So, Mablu, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for the ranching? No, I love working with alpacas. I love it. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you buy the taming saddle though, then it'd be proof that I can do this after all. I like that guy. In that case, you'd better get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. Noto Cactuar. Huh? Noto Cactuar. Okay. What a name. Miplu's Mate Garden. Let's go. I'll be living here from now on. Thank you. Wow, that axe is really floating from her back. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ikublos Inn. Ikublos Inn. So we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobli took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes, and everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. As it's mate harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatches. And to that, Urqopacha's way with people, and we add to that, okay. And we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Miplu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise, and let's go bargaining. No. I hate those trees. The sudden hostility to to a freaking tree. Yeah, they're just spiking, you know. I think I fell into one of these, or similar. Not one of these specifically, but similar trees, and it has not been fun. I'll tell you that much. Did you give the hatchet back to Urqopacha? We should let her do the talking. No. Where's the seven-colored mountain? We can't see it from down here. Not quite yet, at least. Whoa. Have I been there? Is that the place we were just in? I didn't realize how the verticality of this place. Oh, I really like it though. No, that doesn't look like the place we were in. Can we even be in there? Okay, that's weird. We shall see, I guess. Everyone has a white cape. The hell? Blue. To what do we owe this honor? You have that little axe for me? Yep, I didn't read it. A finely crafted hatchet you received in trade for a wool poncho, worth a 1 pel in the thousands column. Okay, not terribly interesting descriptions. Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. You are Miplu, the owner of these fields. I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, well, the third promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan. The razor's edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. I'll keep them, thanks. A sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in the thousands column, the same price as the hatchet. This deal would bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mistress Miplu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. We missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you on the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming, and I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Urqopacha. That is why I am prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given our reasons, but we ourselves would not be better off for the transaction. How about this then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Koana's reforms come about, I can always use more hand in the fields. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Okay. Added value to tip the scales. How could I forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Mablu. Rael and I have mate together. Yeah, I'll drink for that. The sound of mate being... Oh no, I'm helping too. I should actually change the shadow on this. But you know, I should prepare it once again. Off to the fields then, and mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles of each of you. Let's go. Sated. I am still have tea besides. Branch of burdened mate leaves. Yeah. I don't know if there is any difference actually. I don't think so. Seems it's just an automatic pickup. What's with this? Why are so many people wearing this? Oh. It's the raid gear. I see. Or not raid. It's the tome gear, I think. Kanto Wali. No. Whoa! You're already here. And you're a viper. Okay. I have... Damn. You brought me some leaves then. A sizable pile of freshly harvested mate leaves. Yep. Here you go. An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fare before I... Before I make my decision though. Here, we brought our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Nice. Now, it's time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I am prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate! Yeah! Brought at the shop. One sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. Okay. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutually agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. Okay, Mablu. Mablu, what's wrong? It's as I was saying before. Even after everything Tobble is done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobble to accept my decision then? You mentioned your plans to leave. So you intended to give up then? I don't like any of these options. I think this is like a push. This can be either good or very bad, you know. But this feels like a good push to remind her what she truly wants. But at the same time, it's depending on how it's delivered, it can be very discouraging. I'll hope my character says it in this type of push way. I hope the message is received. I can't. Let's go. There it is. After getting a taste of real trading, I want to be a merchant more than ever. Then you'll just have to be honest. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tural's peace and become Dawn Servant. And becoming Dawn Servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tobley held the same opinion. So talk to him. Yeah. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. That was a weird smile. It seemed kind of like a mischievous smile, you know? I thought he was going to ask her to pay her. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. Okay. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel. No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Okay. Bargain our way into the value, huh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Koana and Zoral Ja? Wow, the two-headed guy is not even a consideration. I mean, of course I am. I am Urqopacha of the Dawn's Promise, after all. I really don't know what the story is trying to do with that two-headed guy. I feel like he'll come from left field and do something really drastic or something, because he seems to be a non-issue. He really seems like a non-issue. Not blue. I've never been one to take it slow. Once I have a goal in mind, it's full speed ahead. That's who I am. Urqopacha has her eye for a jug of premium mezcal. Before we go, let's give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Erenbill's point. Ready then? Our next stop is the mezcal distillery. Oop. Can we teleport? We can. Let's go. Your fee is waived when using an Aetheryte ticket. This fee is waived when you... That's new, isn't it? I think I've seen it a couple of times. Just now. After the update. I don't remember seeing it before. Whoa, what a name. Sax Rook? Maybe it's Hachruk? Urqopacha. Oof, the smell of mezcal is overpowering. The fumes alone are making me dizzy. We'll want to speak with a man by the name of Gobli. Even among his fellows distillers, he is regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Rael perhaps Urqopacha could do the same in the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Okay. Bebil jar. Lovely. Very lovely. Lovely. Welcome, welcome. Urqopacha is terribly cold, isn't it? Come, sit down and have a cup. You'll warm right up. Me? I'm a chef from Tuliolal. I often come here to buy Gobli's mezcal, the finest in Tural, according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too. I skip too fast. Too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so adless to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less potent refreshments during such a conversation. Else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. Sus, that's suspicious. Raplu. There's not much I can say about Gobbly, but I can tell you what Gobbly's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around. Agave jaws. Agave? That's the field where they gather ingredients for mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure said ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Subli. Goblin might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire though, he'll be laughed out as sun perch. I keep pressing this button because this is usually where I have my sprint. So what did you find out? Yeah, he does weird business deals and he doesn't have the mezcal. There are monsters that aren't letting him have the mezcal, so we can maybe use those facts to negotiate. Oh, we can make use of all those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobbly is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring wood clamat. Okay. Let's go. Oop, oop. Very cool. Aha, a cutscene. Oh! The alpaca mill? Okay. You have business with me, madam. Why don't we have a talk down below as not to distract the alpaca from his work? Okay. Thank you, alpaca. Oh. Voice acting? Doesn't look like it, but... No. Now what's this about? Keep it brief if you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal, assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have a pail, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. Any at all. Wow. His clothes really are pretty shabby. Let's compare colors there. No deal? Just like that? Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat while over a cup of mezcal? Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? Do we have cards? The Hobingo Chef's Estate for strong drink. Gobbly's invitation to the palace. The monster in the agave fields. I think it might be the first one, considering it's the most directly relevant, but maybe this? Let's go with my first instinct. Okay, she agrees. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hubingo chef, Hubigo chef, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Ah, you're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hubigo friend, but did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you are after. Should we offer to call the monster, cause him the trouble? Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. The smiles are kind of scary in this Spanish adult far. And as I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it will bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes, I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I can secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Bolok Shunsa. It would be such a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments. Oh. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for the court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnok, and his works are highly regarded in Tuluyolal. Ah, so that was the point of the clothes bit. As a supporter of Woklamat and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtlessly be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Is the stream breaking or is YouTube breaking? It's YouTube breaking, okay. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly, I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring a subtle to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment and Rael and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnok. The fields you're looking for are just north of Huachunpelo. Be safe. I like the name Huachunpelo. Quick with Goblin. Done. Let's go kill that thing. That should be Agave Jaws just over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you've finished clearing out your share of the pests. This mount is good for this, since it makes basically no sound. Surveying. Oh. Now it's been a while. How do you install that? Okay. Destination. My new buttons are yet to be unlocked. I actually haven't even checked if I can do any of the changes. Anything new here? Ah, action change settings. This is... I have yet to unlock that. Oh. Interesting. I can decouple those. They're weren't they usually always like this? I was wondering that if they, with the options to make the action change settings thing, they were going to take actions that already have changes by default and have the option to actually take it away and have them as separate actions. What is this? Okay. Yeah, seems so far Scholar is unchanged. Okay. I can't believe I'm not seeing other people here. I guess I am pretty slow, but still. Urqopacha. Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this is no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Mablu the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Whoop. Chavagedan. What names? Ah, crap. Navigating the Peruvian mountains. I do like those clouds in between the mountains. The closed mountains, I mean. Go on, give Mabel the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Finished already? Even harder mercenaries would have taken longer. Even what? Hardened. Okay, hardened. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now if I could just have the sack of leaves. Large sack of premium mata leaves for you. You received in a trade for a fine hatchet and investment of labor. Worth 5 pel in the 1,000 coin. You know... Mablu. You should have to negotiate with me. I could use these leaves for, you know. I want to keep them. Bye. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Your monster problem has been solved, Master Goblin. Here are the mata leaves in a written introduction to Volnok as agreed. Then the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Very good. Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Great work. Especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise, but let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand for now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Let's go, Mablu. Excellent trade. Success. I'm satisfied with the trade. I trust you are too. Should you have need of more mezcal, you know who to come to. Master Gobley's praise makes me confident I can be a peddler after all. Well, a bit more confident than before at least. Cactuar green. Not my type of green for my frog self. Even at the palace, I don't think I've held a 10,000 bell jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it until you go get a saddle made. I know that feeling. Not really actually, because I never held one of those. But, you know, I would also be shaking. Haha, can you imagine if we dropped it and started all over again? Luckily, Hadley's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. You know, if this was ARR, we would have dropped it. I have a feeling. Like that freaking quest right before Garuda where you still keep getting the wrong crystal. I hate that. The third promise looks ready to trade the mezcal now. Anything to say, Hadley? My price is final. Bring me a jug of premium mezcal or go bargain with another saddle maker. This is it. The trade we've been looking towards. A high quality jug of mezcal you received in trade for premium mate leaves as an introductory letter and the swift culling of hostile pests. Phew, still in one piece. Right, time to make our deal. Whoa. Get your tools ready, saddler. We brought your precious mezcal. Osmond Saddler. I don't know what it is. Saddler. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing. A few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Although I'd sooner aid no claimant but Soral Ja, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu. The trade is a fair one. I will craft your saddle, Third Promise. Great. Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. Very nice. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. Ah, I can taste that smooth mezcal already. Oh, mezcal? We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started out with only 100 pel basket of alpaca wool. Mablu, you're going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It made me so glad to hear you say that, Third Promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. Freaking claws she has. We got the taming saddle. Success! Whoa. Where are you going? Just here. Is your backpack something we'll be able to have as a thing? Yabli. Okay, it's time. Yeah, let's tell them the good news. Looks like everyone's been pitching in for the alpacas. We've been away for some time. I assume trading was productive. I made the mistake of startling one and caught a glove of spittle on my travel. I'm beginning to understand Urqopacha's aversion to the animal. Cobley and Erenville have been teaching us how to care for alpacas. One gentle girl ate the feet straight from my hand. Ah, nice. Oh. Oh. We've acquired the saddle then. You've acquired. Yes, and thanks in no small part to Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. I know, this is something I need to learn. Freaking Soralja already caught like 50, but this time. Wow, it's been a while since I heard this song. Great sunken gods, I did it. Let's go. He hardly seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting of Urqopacha's touch. That is because of the singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. You're only now noticing that. Zoralja, he's back. Wow. Okay, freaking golden alpaca, okay. Having done exactly what he set out to do. That alpaca is brought. Is it me or is it glowing? I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. Okay, dude. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Urqopacha. Okay. Your hiveman? The hiveman? Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the golden city, and then Tural can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war, merciless nature, these are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Tuliolal all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth had they been bathed in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as a tragedy, but as opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much needed lessons in the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation from peacetime. 'Tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen it with my own eyes that becomes of an empire forged through the violence you propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. Yep. The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors, as well as they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Urqopacha did not elevate Mamolja, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise had his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only to Leolal, but the star in its entirety. Whoa. What? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done, well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat of gold. With an appropriately golden flourish, may I present to you your much-deserved keystone. Very well. He did the thing. He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me, or even with Koana. It's like we're not even family. Yeah, you know. Some people are like that. What kind of idiot thinks the wars can be united with war? Even most Garleans have since realized that their conquest was a mistake. So much of our star has begun to embrace reconciliation and rebuild, and this would-be warlord will thrust us all back into turmoil. We cannot allow it to happen. Zoralja is willing to go to war for his twisted vision of peace, but should he achieve his peace, then what? A golden alpaca in the flesh, like the golden city I taught them all children's day. Oh, blue. I could never agree with Zoralja. I want Leolal to be a land of peace, now and always. I'll ponder Zoralja and his mysteries later. Right now I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle. I practice how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Urqopacha is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Urqopacha off in her hunt. Urqopacha. The language at times does remind me of some places I know. For some reason, the Urqopacha Valley thing reminded me of Chavamik. Yeah, those places really sound Quechua. Anyway, reminded me of the mountain called the Urqopacha here. But you know, it's not the same. I don't know why it reminded me. Actually, no, can't tell about it. I have to cheer on her. This is the example they used before. Alpaca are enemies. They're chilled, huh? They won't spit on you. Nothing, no. How do you think the valley is? I glanced over the edge of the way here, but the mist was too thick to even speculate. The edge of the valley. Let's give a look. It's pretty deep. Erenbiel. I've never set foot beyond this point. The valley is said to be the home of fiends far more ferocious than spitting alpacas. Mablu? Urqopacha is a steep and treacherous place, so only those with the head ledger's blessing are permitted to go there. Alice. Zoraja may have caught this alpaca first, but that doesn't mean Urqopacha is out of the running. She can do this. Mablu's right. The least we can do is let Urqopacha know we're cheering for her. I can do this. I know I can. Cheer on Urqopacha. Boop. Let's go. New functions. What is that? Yay!
ありがとよ。正直
My
言って
monkey is dead.
私はまだアルパカが苦手だ。できることなら近づきたくはねえ。だけど王位を目指すやつがそれじゃダメなんだ。アルパカだって私らと同じこの国に生きる命。今度こそちゃんと正面から向き合ってくる。それじゃ行ってくるぜ。
Wow. Just running. What are
さて
those?
牧場に戻るか。
These
それ
plants,
と
I mean.
も
ここで待ちたい私。
Alright.
そうね。ウクラマトさんも頑張ってるんだもの。せめて少しでも近くで待っていてあげましょう。
You know, for something that the candidates should do alone, no one is actually
どれくらい時間
keeping
がかか
tabs
るか
on
も
that
わからない。
fact.
天幕を張るから手を貸してくれ。
Oh wow, we're pitching a tent now.
.さすが腕利きのグリーナー。準備がいいわね。グリーナーって？
世界中を飛び回って依頼された品を集めてくる職業のことさ。エレンビルは動物の収集を専門としているんだったね。
君ってサカトラルのシャトナ族だよね。どうして海向こうで働いてるの？
Sahatural?
俺だって昔はトラル大陸を出ていくことなんて考えてなかったさ。だが何年も前、師匠からあるものを探してみせろって課題を出されてな。その時こう言われたんだ。それは狭い世界に閉じこもってるだけじゃ見つからない。海の外にだってどんどん出ていくといい。例えばシャーレアンにはグリーナーという職が
Is
あ
it the
る。
Golden City?
世界中を巡り
Oh,
さまざまな文化、風習、自然に触れるんだ。そうした学びの過程で大切なものを得られた時、きっとそれは見つかるだろう。当時の俺はその言葉を鵜呑みにして
that one single line before was recorded very different.
お師匠さんの一言で見知らぬ土地で働くなんて。その人をとっても尊敬してるんだね、エレンビルは。
そうは言ってもグリーナーの仕事自体が楽しくなって課題の方は棚上げしてたんだけどな。どういう巡り合わせかついに向き合う時が来たらしい。
まさか探せと言われたあるものって黄金鏡のこと？
Yep.
ああ、継承の儀に乗っかる形にはなるが俺もそこへたどり着きたい。
そうなのね。みんなそれぞれの目的があって黄金鏡を目指している。
なんとしても見つけ出さないとね。
そうだな。
Very cool.
いくらなんでも遅すぎるよ。もしかして何かあったんじゃないかな、王女様に。トーブリに頼んで捜索隊を出してもらおう。
待て。何か聞こえないか。
She took a whole day. Apparently, I am underestimating the task. Because even with equipment to help, she took quite a while. Zoralja took a bit less.
待たせたな。
I found the shiny, which was really funny.
だいぶ体力を消耗しているようだね。無理もない。
よく頑張ったわね。
ひとまず天幕で休め。牧場は逃げやしないんだからな。
ああ、わかった。みんな信じて待っててくれてありがとな。
Hell yeah. I wonder if the tent will remain here. Oh, no, never mind. They already took it out. Urqopacha had no serious injuries to speak of, however, she had clearly been pushed to the bare limits of her endurance. I spoke too much. If Urqopacha is up to it, we should be heading back to Tobli. Odyssey. Alfinod was quick to lend a hand with the dismantling of the tent. It seems to be his new obsession now that he's mastered collecting firewood. Maybe. We were out here for quite some time, but I'm glad Urqopacha was able to catch her alpaca, and Erinville choosing to share his story with us was a welcome surprise. Thanks to Alfino and his healing hands, I can actually stand again, maybe even walk. I'm so relieved that the third promise came back to us safely, and the alpaca she tamed is a healthy-looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feat of gold. Ooh. Just take the money. Mablu is minded to rush ahead to the village. Urqopacha still seems a bit unsteady on her feet, hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away fatigue like magic though? Mate! Yeah! I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewed. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive. As Mablu so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. You know, Mate is never the answer. Mate is the question and the answer is always yes. Pretty much. That's how it works down here, you know? If you aren't drinking mate, then you aren't living, I guess. So that to the mate... No, coffee grounds, I see. Where was the mate place? Was it up here? No? Coffee. Orunkanka. Ah, there it is. Anyway. Music? Hello? I am enjoying the animal sounds though. Ah, there it is. Anyone else here? I don't see any NPCs. Okay, sure. Came back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea, then. Urqopacha can't be far behind. Ah, they aren't showing it. Not a Mati emote quite yet. Oh, that tea really is magical. I feel better already. I see you've become more comfortable around our fussy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Welcome back, Third Promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? Freaking long. Ah yes, there's no mistaking about the alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it! Although, I couldn't find a shiny one like Zuralja did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They are elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. I wonder if that's a hunt mark. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Urqopacha himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's stories say. I guess that's why it's called the Tale of Gold or whatever. It was before the founding of Tuliolal, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yoghui, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were rich days, to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came the young Urqopacha, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn Servant. Our people were amazed by his imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yoghui in stature, and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Urqopacha showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our pride. By the way, they do drink it as tea, and you can drink it as tea, but we usually drink it like from a pot with all the yerba in it, with all the mate in it, and a straw, basically, a metal straw. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Urqopacha ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pelu from Yoghui's subjugation. And then he turned an appraising eye upon our riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. The seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering amenity between the clans. So it was that a few words from Urqopacha transformed us into a clan of itinerant merchants. I've never heard of the Von Papa forge with the Pelu spoken of in that way before. The saga is not so detailed. Then you may not know that Urqopacha sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up onto the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca. So both my brother and my father caught the rarest of creatures, while an ordinary one was the best I could manage. The feat required no more than that, Third Promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Mablu's right. You are a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in true Pelu Pelu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved the same result. You should be proud of the accomplishments which earned you your keystone. Her freaking claws. So this is what they look like. Go on, studying in the tablet. A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more. You're well on your way, Third Promise. We'd have been lost without you, Mablu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and your customs. It might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand the alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Urqopacha. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. Doubly, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I've loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give you my words lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide, yet never once have I wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mablu. It gladdens me to hear that you found the calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. I wonder if we'll deal with Mablu in the societies as they are now called, the tribe quests, the society quests. I know the Pelu Pelu are one of the tribes and societies. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, Third Promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. Then I suggest you talk to the Urqopacha. They once ruled over far more than just the Urqopacha and Pelu Pelu. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Urtural and its peoples. During that era, the Pelu Pelu were commanded to search for a city of gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, what could the Urqopacha have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving on how the legend originated. Indeed. I do wonder about that. It makes sense for like travelers that come in to try to find this fabled place, but locals, it's kind of strange. We lose nothing from asking the question. Besides, if we're determined to follow the path of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually. Ah, is this their village? Oh, Kryl, I have a question. I've been meaning to ask, and since we've been finished with the feat, where did you acquire that earring? Actually, now that I think about it, that village we see there is the one we saw on the benchmark. My earring, do you recognize it? Yes, pieces just like it first became fashionable in Urtural around 20 years ago. Since then, it's become common to wear one as a charm for space travel. 20 years ago, right about the time my grandfather made his journey, yet the Dawn servant implied the earrings was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to its significance than simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out, seeing as it's a regular seller for many mentions. I'm curious to learn about it myself. I would appreciate that very much, thank you. Jumping feet first into the peddler business, eh, Bumble? Hell yeah. Right then, let's get back to Tuliolal and get ready to search for the next elector. Farewell for now, and thanks for all your help. I will become Dom Servant, so make sure you set aside your best mezcal for the occasion. She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heal. But you've heard Zoraja's supporters talk. They might see opportunity in his expansionist ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating, terrifying even. Whereas I've grown to love Urqopacha, everyone she meets will come to love her too, and that's why she'll win the throne. You might be right, Mablu. You might be right. Okay. Mablu? I'll say anything to say. I expected as much from the moment I saw him, but winning the contest against Zoraja will not be easy. The Yok Hui, I'm saying Hui for some reason, but Hui, the Yok Hui once ruled the entirety of Yogg-Tural. I'm curious to see what has become of them. Here we are. Arrenville. Four-legged troubles aside, Urqopacha completed the feat and earned a keystone. That's all it matters. I never dared hope we would find a lead for this earring mystery so quickly. It feels good to have the feat of gold safely under our belt, even if my victory pales beside Zoraja and his shiny golden alpaca. I know I shouldn't let it bother me, and gods know you've all been so supportive, but I want to be strong, or wise, like my brothers, to be a promise that people respect. Which is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to Svaliavtie with us. The contest has hardly begun. Svaliavtie. I think that's the one. Let's go. So, we'll have a change of pace right now. To not burn out a bit of MSQ and anything. Now that we're done with that area, we'll try to unlock the jobs after this. We'll turn this in. What is this? Leaves of Tuliolal. Why can't I do it? Anyway. Alright, these aren't unlocked until I make a whole lot of fates, which I never do. Anyway, we'll unlock both the jobs right after this. A golden alpaca alone. I may have tried to track down the beast myself. Oh, right, you are a cleaner. I've heard there are hot springs in Urqopacha, mayhaps time permitting. Neither Koana nor Bako Jaja appear to be in Huachumpelo. I imagine they're around somewhere, making progress even as we are. The Pelu reminded me of Lalafell, never letting their size slow them down or hold them back. They move at their own pace, making their textiles and mezcal, and raise alpacas to bear them the market. Okay, let's turn this in, and then we'll go unlock jobs. And just like that, we found an elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep things moving. I'm clicking too fast for some reason. And march towards Kosama Ukka. Chances are good we'll find an elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what patient Hanuferen has to say. Come on, Ryle, let's see what's waiting us in the next village. Uglamat would have struggled to complete these feats alone. Bringing you together was the correct choice, it seems. The rules of the contest seem clear enough now. The scenes from the saga point us to the direction of the electors, and the electors award us keystones for performing their feats. Simple. Without knowing how far the other claimants have progressed, taking anything other than a brief rest is out of the question. With one keystone already in hand, we've made an auspicious start of the contest. Hopefully our next attempt is equally successful. Okay. Let's change the stream name for a bit. There we have it. Now, where the hell are the new jobs? I know one is in the Black Shroud. That's the Pictomancer. We'll unlock both. The reason I want to unlock them is so I can PvP with them. I do play a lot of PvP, and I don't know. I do want to try them out as PvP classes. Now where the hell? Not seeing it in this map. Frames dropping. Too many people. To be second best. Aha, down here. The joy of Pictomancy. Actually, for now. Whoop. No, actually, I don't. I do want to see my facial expressions in these quests. I don't know how goofy they can get. Cheerless Healer. Oh, I'm not looking forward to having more space in my things taken away. Matron, help me. One more complaint this day and I swear. Forgive me my rambling, but please, tell me you haven't come to make a complaint. I'll have you know, everything is going swimmingly. Well, I should warn you that Moogle has been making nuisance here himself in Britannia. The Pound Pest have been harassing adventurers in an attempt to rob them into some painting endeavor. Despite the lack of interest, he refuses to give up. You are an adventuring sort, are you not? If so, you would be wise to give that Moogle a wide berth. Unless you are the artistic adventuring sort, I suspect he's still loitering in the Etherat Plaza. If my tale has piqued your interest. I think actually unlocking them is now quite faster than it used to be in old jobs. I think the unlock will be fast, but the first quest is the long peak. So it won't take long. Now where is it? What the? Oh, here. Why is my camera so low? Remember when Muggles used to be invisible? I think they changed it to the fact that they can hide themselves if they want. You there, Kupo. How would you like to do some painting? Not ordinary painting, mind you. Magic painting, where your works come to life. Your imagination is the limit. Nah. Ah, Kupo nuts. Why won't anyone give me a chance? They could do so much good with the power of pictomancy. You had me at magic painting. What did you say, Kupo? You're not pulling my palm, are you? You wish to know more about pictomancy, truly? Hooray! Hooray! The name's Kupopo. Oh, no, not the most creative of names. And I'm extremely pleased to meet you, Kupo. I'm the inheritor of Pictomancer's Soul Crystal, and I seek a creative individual who can carry on this arcane artistry. A history lesson is in order. Pictomancy was conceived some 1500 years ago in the dusk of the 5th Astral Era, while other schools of magic that originated during that period, such as Black and White, are expressions of the caster's will. Pictomancy relies on something even more abstract, the imagination. Imagination. By channeling ether into a concept held in their mind's eye, a pictomancer can give form to the formless. Nah. It's a bit tricky to wrap your head around, I know. And that's precisely why the great Archon Realm, founder of pictomancy, incorporated the painter's tools into the art. A gifted artist as well as a mage, Realm took upon a brush instead of a staff and wielded ether like paint to give shape to her imaginings. In this way was pictomancy born, a magical discipline unlike any other Kupo. Now, Realm was a charitable soul and never ever used her powers for self-serving ends. She dedicated her life to aiding and defending those in need. During the War of the Magi, Realm traveled the land and saved countless people with her pictomancy, and it was for those deeds that she earned a place among the 12 Archons. Oh, I don't know anything about the 12 Archons, to be honest. So, how about it? Would you like to take up the Archon's noble legacy and become, dare I say it, a Realm Reborn? Yes. Oh. Wonderful, Kupo. Your enthusiasm warms my heart. As I have only one soul crystal, however, I must ensure that I entrust it to the right person. Therefore, before I grant you this dazzling opportunity, I require that you attend a job interview. Seek me out at the car line canopy, and be sure to come prepared with your fanciest, pictomanciest answers for my flurry of very professional questions. I never actually looked at the Muggle's hands. They're so freaking tiny. Okay, pictomanciest answers for the pictomanciest questions. Okay, just had to run there. Ah, there you are. I would have invited you to my cozy little hovel and put out tea and biscuits. Except, I don't have a cozy little hovel, or any home to speak of for that matter. Such is the life of an itinerant Mughal, Kupo. I haven't a guild to my name either, so I can't order us tea and biscuits. But we can avail ourselves of a table. Ahem. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce this interview commenced, Kupo. Let's begin with the basics. Might I have your full name? I like the cool answer, but I won't give it. Tis a fine name. Well met, Rail Brasil. Right, on to the next question. What do you consider your primary vocation? I am an adventurer through and through, defender of the weak and champion of the realm. I'm between jobs at the moment. That is the most artisty answer, I think. Oh, I apologize if I asked a sensitive question. But take heart, my friend. If you pass my interview, you'll become a certified pictomancer. And all the realms shall... Oh, and at you. And moving along to the next question. How would you rate your artistic abilities? I'm a master of the arts. Above average, perhaps. My stick figure drawings are second to none. There. I do actually draw. The frog in the thumbnail is drawn by me. That's just fine picture, Koopa. For a pictomancer, the most vital asset isn't their artistic skill, but their vivid imagination. Speaking of imagination, let's try and put yours to work. Tell me the first thought that enters your mind when you hear the Moogle. For a little shites, I will answer that. I beg your pardon? That's rather unsettling answer, but I suppose there's a fine line between genius and madness. I won't dwell on it, Kupo. Now, this next question is very important. Someone is in trouble. What do you do? Help them without a question. Speak with them first to gauge their problem. Ask what the reward is to see if it's worthy of... Nah. I'm a hero through and through. I didn't expect any other answer, Kupo. If I may ask a follow-up question, can you share a recent example of when you approach a soul in distress? Come again? A hero who's been inundated with complaints about my pictomancy bitches? Oh dear, that's rather disheartening, Kupo. But this isn't about me. What's important is that you are not one to ignore the plight of another. That willingness to serve a greater purpose and emulate Archon's realm's example is the key to becoming a truly talented pictomancer. Having considered your answers, I reckon you have what it takes to become a capable pictomancer. I'm so relieved I found you, Koopa. I deem you worthy of the Soul Crystal. However, I should warn you that it comes with some proverbial strings attached. A bit of emotional baggage, too. You see, several months ago, I got into a terrible argument with my best friend. We went our separate ways, and I've not seen her since. I wish I could meet her again, try to reconcile, more than anything. So if we hear aught of her during our journey together, I'd like you to lend me a helping hand. Sure. If you're still willing to train as a pictomancer with this condition in mind, then the Soul Crystal is yours. Just say the word, Koopa. Yep, give me that crystal. So you still wish to be a pictomancer with full acceptance of my condition? Yes. Then as promised, I bestow upon you the Soul Crystal. And to help you get started, I prepared a set of equipment. Hopefully it fits, Koopa. Pictomancer unlocked. Very good. We'll leave it at that for now. Let's... what's this? Hyper Hustle Trophy. Ah, there he was. I saw it just as I moved. Insufficient armory chest space. What can I throw away? I don't need this. Nor do I need this. Actually, I think it's still my best. Where are the knives I just got? This. Ah, they're definitely not. And where was it? Here. Ah, it's not the only thing that has no space. Monk 89. Let's throw it away. Let's throw this away too. Actually, that might be useful. I don't need this. Nor this. I think those are cool actually. I don't want them. I don't want to throw at them. I definitely don't need this, even if they are cool. How about now? There we have it. Ah, good. Great. Now these are big as gauges. Let's make them a bit smaller. Oh, they are already 80. I do like my bars to be about here. So I can tunnel vision while seeing the bars. And I'll put this here, throw away this. What is this? I'll deal with the rest later. Actually, I'll put my general class things in their spots. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Since I'm here, I might as well. Actually, never mind. I'll just go full frog. Anyway. Now that's a good Pictomancer. Actually, I do want to see how okay, very cute. And okay, pretty nice. Nothing too strange. Oh, that was the landscape button, I think. Yep, there it is. Aha, this is the dash. Anyway, time for Viper. I think it's in Ulda. I'm just assuming because Last time I couldn't get in the city. There were so many people. Enter the Viper. Yes, here it is. You're an adventurer, yes? There's a spot of bother about over at the Weavers Guild, and we could use a hand sorting it out. We've received an order for a full ensemble, but now that the work's been completed, the client refuses to pay. Mind you, I had my suspicions from the start. He calls himself a Viper of all things. In my experience, people who name themselves after snakes are not to be trusted. In any case, he carries a pair of swords in his back. And I hate to think what could happen if he started wielding them in anger. Could you head to the guild and smooth things over? Okay. Now... Oh, this is more of the Pictomancer. Now, interestingly enough, this is not giving me the movement buff. Maybe it's something we get later. Like, I'm pretty sure the skill was that you do the dash and you get a movement buff right after. Like, more speed. Perplex Weaver. Despite my best efforts to reason with him, he keeps going on and on about Vipers or some such. What am I to do? So-called Viper. What's that sound? Good evening to you, stranger. I was hoping I might make the acquaintance of someone a bit rougher around the edges. Someone who's been seen her fair share of action. Could you tell me what prey is worth hunting in these parts? Have you any idea what he's talking about? I took no issue with fulfilling his order, but now that it's time for him to pay, so we're talking cross puzzle. What? So we're talking at cross purposes. Likewise, I don't understand why this fella's being so difficult. All I'm asking is for the outfit I ordered and the name of some creatures worth killing. Maybe I ought to explain from the beginning. I'm from Tural, a big old continent on the other side of the salt west of here. So you've been there, I reckon. Then you might have seen others who wield the dual blades, or vipers, as traditionally known. Our duty is to hunt ferocious beasts that endanger the lives of innocent folk. In fact, that's what brought me here. Thing is, all that fighting and long days on road ain't been too kind on my gear. Reckon it was high time I got a new getup, bespoke and all. Fascinating, I'm sure. But why do you refuse to pay your order? And why are you so insistent that I choose my prey? Because how else am I supposed to pay you? Do us a favor and we'll hunt down any beast you want. That's the code, how we vipers do business. It appears the Weavers Guild doesn't need any fiends failed. Weavers prefer more conventional forms of compensation. That's so. So you're saying they want something else instead? Payment commensurate with the skill and materials required, and in guild preferably. Well, didn't see that one coming. Guess that explains our little misunderstanding. But surely you're a countryman trading some sort of currency, yes? Or are you vipers so far removed from society as to be unaware of such concepts? Of course we know that what money is. We ain't no bunkings, but when it comes to requisitioning goods and services, I usually rely on the elders to deal with artisans and the like, which is to say, I ain't in the habit of carrying significant sums. So be it. If your only form of payment is the slaying of beasts, that shall have to do. As it happens, one of my colleagues in eastern Thanaland reported that merchants carrying our supplies were attacked by a wild fiend. What's more, the creature... What is this song? The creature is a species of many-headed scaleskin never before seen in this region. It is rumored to have escaped from the Colosseum and has been running rampant ever since. Scaly? Lots of heads! Alright, you got yourself a deal. Deal? Considering the guild has already fulfilled its end of the bargain, you shouldn't count yourselves lucky. Still, I hate for anything to go awry at this juncture. Might I ask a favor of you, friend? I'd like you to accompany him and ensure that he attends to the creature as agreed. Besides, I dare say seeing a so-called viper at work will be an enlightening experience. The name's Keshqua. Pleasure to meet you, Keshqua. The creature was last seen near Camp Drybone, so I advise you to begin there. Back to that place. Freaking Camp Drybone. Here we go. They're huge. What is this? Is this as a defensive? Yes. I don't have a mount in this. Oop. Oh, down here. So this is Camp Drybone, huh? Fitting name. Anyway, you ready to hunt? What's that look for? Let me guess. You wanna ask around first and see if anyone can point us in the right direction. No need. The Weaver's friend told me plenty. All we gotta do is track down the beast, which is a viper's specialty. Oh. Big guy. The Hydra. It went after traders carrying tailors' materials, bolts of cloth and whatnot. Don't sound none of too tasty to me, so I'm guessing it's the merchants themselves to be satisfied on. Most predators use their sense of smell to pick up their meals, scents carry on the wind, so you gotta consider the position of the rocks and plants to determine how the air tends to flow through an area. Ain't too hard to deduce where a critter's made its lair after you've done all that. Yep, that's a big one. Mean looking too. Must be wreaking havoc on the food chain. Never mind the danger it poses to locals. Well, time to do what a viper does best. I would lose my mind if I saw someone do that. That's that. So, you like the show? Don't play coy. I can see you're intrigued. But before I spill all my secrets, I got a question for you. Ever heard of a Tural Bidral? Yes, I forget what it was, but yeah. You have? Then you know there are a red breed of beast that wields all sorts of powers. Right. They got no right of having. Balicaramanda was one. A threat to every other living thing that has temerity to breathe in their vicinity, or the auspices. Because of their long lifespans and unnatural abilities, they were dubbed the Tyrants of Tural. That's more or less what the name means. Anyway, someone's gotta hunt the Tural Bidral, and that someone is us, the Vipers. You know, I met a fair few adventurers during my time here, but I can tell you're a cut above the rest. Might even have what it takes to be a Viper. Thanks. Oh, then that's weird. If you're interested, I can teach you, on one condition. You'll help me hunt down a Tural Bidral that's made its way into the Orsia. What do you say? Ha! Hell of a thing to ask out of the blue, I know. Just think on some. Just think of it on its some, will you? Let's head back. Let's head on back to Ul'dah and tell the Weaver fella we're square. The journey will give you time to consider my offer. So we got teleported here. Ah, no, we were in Camp Dry-Bone then. I was hoping we were going to be teleported to the same place we were just now. Back to the Weaver, I mean. Well, this is, I guess, better than nothing. Oop, Kashqua. I just gave our Weaver friend the good news that he handed over this set of fancy dots as promised. Gotta say, it was worth the trouble. So, about my offer. You ready to become a Viper and protect folks from the nastiest beasts that ever lived? Yep. A mighty fine answer. I'll have a Viper for you. Just see... I'll make a Viper of you. Just see if I don't. First order of business. Let me give you this. Here, my soul crystal. It contains knowledge of our fighting arts, passed down since ancient times, from one generation of Vipers to the next. Assuming you've got the knack for it, our skill can be yours too. I've also got a fresh set of Viper gear to you. The Weaver's Guild wanted to thank you for overseeing our hunt earlier, so they made you your very own outfit. Guess that fella took your measurements by area or something. Oh, and the blades are a couple of spares I had handy. Try it all on for size, and let me get a look at you while you're at it. Viper unlocked. Time to make more space. I have this Viper. I can throw it away. Equip. Move. Shit. I fucked up. Actually, I fucked up before. What the hell was this? Ah, that was a scholar. I see. Was it the scholar? Yes, it's among my healers, so it must be the scholar. Not the Arcanist, the scholar. Not the freaking thing. Oh. I am dumb. Got the wrong book. I'll use this, I guess. Arcanist. So was the scholar. There we go. And boop. Yes, that's Picto. And here. Okay, now we put the... There it goes. I have no Viper gear. I need pants. I have no pants. Any pants will do. Viper sight unlocked. I'll read it later. I need pants. Any disciple of Urqopacha? So... Actually, I have pants here. Oh, that's 90. Nope, none of them work. So... There you go. I'll have to change it if I ever want to do any real content, but... Ah, the Fantasia is right there. Okay. We'll go to the PvP area. Let's see if Doctoral Sactoral. Why is there is this here? Okay. We'll go to Planosia and the Wolves Den. I do want to see how it works in PvP. I'll keep this. So. Oh, the third attack unlocked that. Okay. Okay. Resets the recast timer for Uncoiled Fury and Snake Scales. Uncoiled Fury. This. Okay. Delivers an attack when a potency of 8,000 to the target and all enemies nearby it. Potency is increased by 50% when attacking only a single target. This weapon skill does not share recast timer with any other action. Grants Hunter's Instinct. Increases damage dealt by 10%. Extends Hunter's Instinct. Okay. Just grants Hunter's Instinct. Ignores effects of guard. Oh, let's see the limit. Yo. Oh, it's different. Okay. Holy shit, these descriptions are huge. Runs hormone scales to self. Creating a barrier that nullifies damage. Okay. So immunity to effects and less damage. Oh, I can't move. I see. That's interesting. These increases damage you deal. Oops, a heavy. Okay, this is very much a killer mode. So letting this run out makes the attack anyway. Yeah, okay. Do all of these. Ignore the effects of guard, I wonder. Yep. Okay. I fucked up. Do I even need to delay this? No, it actually refreshes much faster than the buff kicks on. Oh, this ability. Viper seems to be pretty crazy. He'll be quite strong. Anyway, let's try the Pictomancer now. Oh, I'm... There you have it. Boop. Boop. Wow, they are in the stackas, okay. Able to cast green and yellow magics. Able to execute combo too. Okay, that's a cast. Able to execute pawn moves. That makes sense. Render a pair of windborne wings, dealing damage in area. Reduces spell cast time and recast time by 20%, while also increasing movement speed. Able to execute Maul of the Ages. Render your Moogle portrait to life. Lot of damage, heavy. Okay. Seems to be very structured. Tempera coat. Erects a magic barrier. Okay. Barrier. Uses a recast time on Tempera coat. Wholly in white. I think I'll do this. So I have them right next to each other. More motif. Dot. The more is a dot. Okay, that's good to know. Now the pawns are increases damage dealt and healing potency. Okay. I didn't read that one, and that should be important. Ah, you can change to the subtractive palette. Comet in black. $12,000. 8,000. Restores own HP. Okay, that's important. 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. This does a lot of damage. I'll actually put it right here. Smudge, more movement speed, okay. What is this movement? No one gave me spell recast time, movement speed. Palm of the Ages. Damage and heavier. Now what does this do? Increases the target's damage taken. Okay, pretty good. This one was a dot. A lot of damage and a bind. This is pure damage. Okay, I'm getting it. Okay, wait. Render a fat chocobo, knocking back all enemies within range of 10 yards. To each choco bastion at your feet, reducing damage taken by 25% while increasing HP recovered by healing actions by 25%. Yourself and all party members within the area. Grants Struck. What is Struck again? Oh, the Star Prison. Deals unexpected damage to all target enemies nearby it. Restore HP of all party members. This is so fucking strong. What the hell? Now, what about my old jobs? Oh, right. Did they change much? Ninja. It's looking similar. Yeah. Same thing. Everything seems to be the same. Yelby. Yeah. Yeah, nothing seems to have been changed with the ninja. Who got a good rework? That seems the same. Monk. Monk doesn't seem to have changed. PvP at least. That was unintentional. I do want this. Well, anyway, we'll be leaving this for now. I think I'll go and take a look at Kev's stream. And maybe I'll be back later to do Kosama Uka. You know, now that we unlock the jobs, we can chill a bit. And yeah, if you've been with me up until I went and did a whole weird side tangent with the jobs and with the PvP and whatnot, thanks a lot. Do drop a subscribe, don't forget, and a like. And maybe a bell if that's what you want, but you know, all the usual stuff. So thanks a lot once again, and I'll be seeing you maybe a bit later.